Mr. Wando, okay, so he's just told us that you're making a lot of money.
Exactly.
So, okay, now that matter, he also used the example of the voice memos, and they sounded real.
Yeah.
So, supposing it's actually real, that I'm not saying it's not real, and I'm not saying it's real.
Yeah.
Let's just say it's real. Yeah. It actually happened. Yeah. But now, the way it looks now out there is as if it's a lie.
Yeah.
So what do you expect that person who went through that, how do you expect that person to feel when nobody can actually say, we can actually pull out the real from the fake? So how do you work? How does your guild work with this?
Thank you very much once again for having me. Starting from the first question, talking about how do you verify fake news from the real, using the example you just made. Like the voice post incident that allegedly happened along the Ore-Benin Expressway, where it was stated that Fulani herdsmen were killing people and many people and the rest of them. It went viral. And even reputable organizations even fell prey to that as well, you know. But later on, as it was going, some other people used to say, that is why I always say that whatever news you put out there, whether fake or real, has a way of correcting itself with time. Because within the same period, people came out to say, oh, we just passed Lagos or Expressway. There was nothing like that. Then after some time, they changed it again. They said it was Lagos Abeokuta Expressway again, and rest of them. And it's difficult to verify such thing. But for an incident like that, the best we can do under the circumstances is expect the security agencies to come out and say, well, we are on top of this. It took the police about a day or two before there was a statement from the police. Okay, the Ogun State Police Command came out later, about 23 hours after they did to issue a statement. That of Lagos State came after 24 hours after. Then the zonal, the AIG in charge of Lagos, Ogun, and the rest of them came out about 24 hours also to refute that. In fact, I got a call from a top security chief that asked me, please, can you please help us do this? Tell your members that, please, this is not true and rest. And we started, because at that time, you'll be able to authenticate the fact that it was not true. But coming back to the question, if it was true, now, it is difficult. Most often than not, what happens now is that people, because the advent of internet, the phone and the rest of them, everybody, just as you mentioned, has become a journalist of a sort. Okay? But within this system, you still have the good, the bad, and the ugly. It tends to happen. It's not only in our society, it's not only in Nigeria. Don't forget the advent of the world fake news came from the President of the United States of America, if you remember vividly. I was during the campaign, when he felt that he was being maligned by certain pop CNN and the rest of them, and the man just took to his tweet, okay, if you guys think that you have the power of television, I also have the power to tweet. And he was even going further than even and that is where it started. But I think that people should be educated. The only problem is that our people don't know where to start and where to stop, especially in the country, because the political scene is so volatile now. The security system is so volatile. You see there are a lot of things being shared on social media. The killing, beheading, and the rest of them. No responsible media outfit will show that. Okay? But people are not obliged because of, they don't feel they are obliged. What they just feel like they are telling you the story. Okay? It's not for you to go and verify whether it's true or not. That's for them. We have to.
But this is also giving a bad name to the true media,
exactly.
Those who have the real news.
Yes.
The fake news is giving... it's taking away the attention from the real news. Exactly,
which is why some of us are able to come together, which is what we are trying to do, okay? It's very, very difficult. Within the cyberspace, at least in Nigeria, I can tell you that we have probably over 100,000 social media blogs and the rest of them. It is very difficult to police. But when you're able to put yourself in a situation where you now have people that are doing this professionally, then you can be able to verify that, just as you said, okay? You can be able to verify that if I put anything, if you see anything on social media which you are not looking, just go to Google. Just put. It's very easy to do. Just go to Google, search. When you do a search, you look at reputable, if there are some reputable organizations that have posted that, okay? If it's not verified, if you cannot verify them, then you know that it's not as good enough. And you shouldn't share. And you know the most annoying part of it is that they just send it to you on WhatsApp and share. And people started just sharing and just sending it and the rest of them.
Okay, Dr. Keremy, is it possible? We know that let's begin, I think in 2012 when we had that protest, the fuel subsidy protest, yes. 2012, from that time till date, we've seen that social media in Nigeria has had a very serious impact on the social space and indeed the political space. Yes. The elections in 2012, social media played a role, but in 2015, social media played a major role in the elections, and we're approaching the next elections. Is it possible to self-censor?
Well, you see...
I mean, to take responsibility, you don't have to wait for somebody to...
You see, when we are discussing social animals, and I'm using the language social animals, so we are human beings, we are the only creation of God that God gave discretion. But again, if you take a look at it,
psychology calls us social animals.
That's why psychology calls us social animals. But God himself is a gentleman. He allows the social animals to take decisions by themselves. So it then depends on your level of maturity. And I use the 3 E's again: education, environment, and experience. For example, I'm not going to do certain things because my name is Yele Okeremi. And that counts for something. But then, if you even take a look at the mainstream media, and you would see certain things, certain trends. So some television houses just want to be known for being the one that break the news. Some newspaper houses want to be known for those that break the news. And when they do that, so you see that there's a risk involved. Because you want to be the first to break the news, it means that you are trying to beat others. And so sometimes you don't even know who to call to verify. Same thing is happening.
Really? I don't remember when last I saw a scoop by any newspaper in this country. So they all carry the same news. So what is this about being the first to break the news?
So I'm going somewhere. You have a point. But if you remember, in the days of Newswatch was leading. Then Tell came. And Tell came with the slogan, "We tell the news while others watch." So you see, when you look at business strategies, every business has a strategy. So some media houses want a strategy for being the first. Some other ones will have the one to be the authentic. But these are strategies that business people take. And when you're talking about real businesses, it's corporate, it's something that is much more complex than when individuals. So when individuals do things, so you get to see the kind of individuals that are impulsive. They just have itchy fingers, send it on. Then you see some other people, depending on their level of maturity, who are more tempered. When they see certain things, they slow down a little bit. Mm-hmm. They verify. They don't want to trend, like John said.
Yeah.
They just want to know that anything that they send out is authentic.
It's true.
So these are issues that will determine how people behave.